Hey home bakers, it's Jack here at bakewithjack.co.uk, and I want nothing more from this video than to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Roll that theme tune! Hello to you and welcome back to the Bake with Jack YouTube channel, where I make videos to help you make bread, and you are joining me on the top floor of Bake with Jack Castle, right in the top of the tower. This is my office where all the good stuff happens. I'm only joking. I'll show you. The kitchen's over here. See? It is here where I sit and write and come up with ideas and think about what I'm going to do every single week. Now, we didn't do this last year, did we? We didn't do a Christmas video because the year was absolutely crackers, and I feel like by this time last year I just went, oh, I can't do anything else. I'm tired. And I just abandoned everything completely for a Christmas break. And this year, I feel like the year's probably been equally as crackers. But let's face it, we couldn't let this jumper go to waste, could we? 25.9 thousand subscribers are new this year. That's a lot, isn't it, in 365 days? That is, my statistics say, 2.3 million views this year. Isn't that mental? That equates to 11.1 minutes of you watching me talk, yak on about bread, and sometimes actually showing you the bread dough. 89.9 thousand times all of you have clicked that thumbs up button, and that is wicked. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the new people to have joined us and everybody else who have stuck on with me throughout constant format changes over all this time, trying to figure things out again and again and again. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy making bread at home. I certainly enjoy making bread. I have appreciated over the last couple of years there is massive value in making bread that I didn't know was such a big impact on my life until there was a point where I stopped doing it. I hope you get as much value as I do out of making bread at home. I feel like I'm constantly learning. Like, sure, certainly in the long term, but every time I bake something, I'm learning something new, and it's wicked exciting. There's so much more to come. This year, we've overcome all the odds. We've thrown caution to the wind and built a studio space out of some geezer's old kitchen out of his garage. Thanks, Dermont. We've spoken about pizzas in great depth. We did sourdough on Sourdough September, naturally. And you even saw me back on stage at a food festival for the first time in nearly 2 years. What a moment. What a year it has been. Also, after roughly 5 years and about 200 videos edited by myself for the most part with my thumbs on my telephone, Toby is here to join us. Welcome, Toby. Toby is now here to help me bust out videos better than I ever could and allow me to focus on the things that I do the best. This combined allows me to bring you more, and certainly more next year, which we will get onto in a minute. There have been 15 recipes up on the blog. I counted them twice just to make sure, because that's quite a lot, isn't it? 15 brand new bread recipes for you are sitting on the Bake with Jack blog. And also tell you something else that's new this year. This cardboard box. Inside this box has got tons of video ideas. Every time somebody comments on a video saying, oh, how about this, Jack? Every time someone drops me an email saying, how about this, Jack? I wonder what happens if you did this, Jack. I write it on a Post-it note and I put it in this box. I'll show you. See? Here they are. All of your suggestions in this box. And here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take all these and I'm going to plan the whole year full of stuff. Because, as I say, we are always learning. We ain't never going to run out of things to talk about on this channel. There's so much that we can discover together next year. This year's been so mad, I don't even know where to begin. It is a mess inside of my head. And whatever you're doing at Christmas time, I hope you have the opportunity for calm, the opportunity to take a breath, take some time out of whatever it is you normally do that may be busy, and potentially at times overwhelming. This is what it is for me. It's the finish line at the end of another crazy year. Let's face it, another crackers year. It's the finish line for me. I always feel quite emotional when Christmas time rolls around because it is It is kind of a chance for a reflection, I think, over what has happened and what we've done and what we've got through. Times are constantly changing one week from the next at the moment, certainly here where I am. And I feel like I am in a consistent state of adapting, ducking and diving and changing and tailoring myself to a not ideal situation. We took a massive punt here of making this studio. I'm not even joking. I can't help but think about next year. But before we do start talking about next year, I'd like to thank you all for being here through this. We've had issues, we've had issues, we've had issues. We've had issues with sounds, issue with lights. Plenty of you have told me it's a non-issue. Plenty of you told me it has been an issue, but we're still here. The goal, the aim of the game is still the same. I want you to be able to make amazing bread. I want that for you because I believe it's so life enhancing, such a life enriching exercise for the right people. When you truly get it, when you truly discover it, when you truly get a feel for it, it just opens up doors to so much potentially beneficial, satisfying home baking. And it might seem like a small thing. It might seem like just a little piece of the puzzle to somebody outside of our little home baker's bubble you may approach and tell them how beneficial it is, and they might go, wow, really? But I believe for those who get it, it truly, truly is. And I like to spread the word for as long as I possibly can. Whatever you're doing this year at Christmas, however you celebrate in whatever way that you do with whoever is around you, I hope you enjoy it and make the most of it and really absorb it and be there. I wish the greatest Christmas season for you. This year I have been overwhelmed with support because stuff has been tricky. It has been tricky. Loads of you have signed up to Patreon, which is incredible. It's like another little community of people where I can bounce my ideas off, and it makes me feel so supported. And I never truly got that until I did it. And now that I've done it, I feel like it's the best thing I could ever have done. To have those people there, to have you patrons for me to just bounce ideas in and out of is hugely beneficial, and it's gonna really accelerate the usefulness, I suppose, of the content that is to come. Tons of you have sent me one-off donations, which is incredible, that I'm always unbelievably grateful for. Thank you. This year, in amongst everything else, I wrote a book, my first bread making book, and I think you're gonna love it. It's full of recipes of bread, and it's full of recipes to do with that bread, and this is something I wanna bring into next year, which I'll get to in a moment. You guys blew me away with your response to the cover when the cover was released, a couple of weeks ago now. Yes, it is available to pre-order, and I'll put a link underneath for you. Yeah, we got it in. We had to get it in, didn't we? For the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to make a decision that will, I think I've made it. But I'd like to sleep on it for a little while and come back next year, because it is a decision that could potentially completely change the landscape of next year for me and will free me up and allow me to double down and really focus on bringing you more content, more involved, more useful content, more better videos, more recipes, more things that you are interested in. I'm excited about the thought of it, but it does require me letting go of something that I've been doing for so many, like 8-9 years almost. I need to think carefully about it. I really need to sleep on it. And if after all that the answer is still what I think it's going to be, then it will free me up massively next year to be able to really focus and concentrate and bring you so much more. Sometimes you got to cut something out. You got to leave something behind that you've loved so much for so long to be able to grow, to be able to reach the next stage. And that's what I'd like to do next year. So while I take my Christmas break to mull that over, I do hope once again you have a lovely time. Thank you so much for everything, for sticking by me in thick and in thin. I make this sound like such a big deal, but this is my life. You know, this has become my life as of lockdown, as of the end of business as I knew it. This is all new and we're trying to make it work, and it's just me here by myself. I appreciate I may be over dramatizing this, but this is my bubble, this is where I am, and this is my life. Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you so much for 2.3 million views on the Bake with Jack YouTube channel this year. Next year, I hope I bring you something even more useful, even more helpful to help you on this ongoing journey that we are all on. I hope you continue to enjoy it. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See ya.